What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 9 of my series where I attempt to fill as many collection log spots as possible on my maxed Ultimate Ironman, and I'll be starting this video off at 380 total collections logged. In the last episode, I managed to get the Barbarian Assault Pet at 954 high gambles, and then I decided to move into my next grind, which is Soul Wars, and I'm currently sitting at 600 total Spoils of War opened. My main goal for this at the moment, of course, in this log is to get the pet drop, which has a rate of 1 in 400, and that means that I'm currently 1.5 times over the drop rate. So here's the first update of the video, almost 1,500 more Zeal tokens to spend, which is going to be enough for 49 more attempts at the pet. Well, still no pet after those. Once again, though, as you'll see on the top of my inventory, if it's taking me a long time to get the pet, at least I'm getting a lot of runes from this, and they're really adding up a lot. I have, I think, over like 30,000 of each of these runes now just from the rewards adding up. Okay, guys, this happened for me at like 3 in the morning when I had my mic turned off because people in my house were sleeping, so I wasn't able to give an actual reaction to the pet, but I finally got it on 695 crates, so a bit over 1.7 times the drop rate. Even getting this pet, though, I still have to spend quite a while here, since I do have to go for the other 2 items in the log. As you all know, grinding is a huge part of RuneScape, and during these long grinds like Soul Wars, having something to watch on the side is essential, and that's where the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark, has helped me out a ton. So with Netflix, for example, there's been multiple times where I want to watch a certain show, but it's not actually available in my country. An example of this would be the show The Office, but with Surfshark VPN, I could very easily just navigate this menu of locations, and I'm going to switch to the United Kingdom, for example, and when I do this and refresh, you'll see that if I search for The Office, it's available to watch. And you'll also see on here there's a few other shows that I'm not able to get in the United States, like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Rick and Morty. There's also a lot of other advantages to using Surfshark. This includes keeping you safe on public Wi-Fi networks by encrypting your online data, and it allows you to send or receive files securely by keeping your location and download history private. It's also by far the most affordable VPN that I've come across. It's only over $2 a month, and you're able to use it on an unlimited number of devices. So scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description and use my promo code Devious to get 3 extra months of Surfshark VPN for free. Surfshark also has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no reason not to give it a try. And finally, a massive thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Alright, I opened the 4 other crates I still had left in my inventory, so the spoil count is going to remain at 699. Now, in terms of the other 2 items in here, the Soul Cape and the Ectoplasmator, the Ectoplasmator is 250 Zeal, and the Soul Cape is 2,500, so it costs quite a lot just to get the Soul Cape. So total, I'm going to need 2,750 Zeal, and I'm still averaging about 180 per hour, so it'll be like another 15 or so hours of Soul Wars to get these 2 items. Okay, if you guys look at my chat here, I have 2,784 Zeal tokens now, and I'm going to go ahead and go into the shop here. So lifetime Zeal, 23,754. Overall, this is, I think, 130 something hours of Soul Wars. You guys saw I got the pet already, so now I can go ahead and buy the last 2 things here. So I'm going to go buy the Ectoplasmator, and finally the Soul Wars Cape for 2,500 tokens. And now with both of these, there is the entire Soul Wars log done. 699 total spoils opened. I did open a few more after I got the pet. But yeah, there it is, another green log completed. So now I'm going to go back to Asporia and show you guys all of the runes that I got. Okay, I have a crazy amount of runes from this. 46,000 soul runes, I'm up to 30,000 nature runes, 37,000 blood runes, and 38,000 death runes. To be honest, most of these will probably end up going into killing jellies for hard clues. I'll be hanging on to these for a while. I also kept 368 noted rubies that I got from the Spoils of War, and I'm going to be using these right now. The reason I decided to save these is because I never got the noted dig site pendant in my house, and I need 250 rubies to get that. So most of you know what this is. You just have to trade the museum curator 250 cut rubies, and then you can get a medallion. They do need to be cut, of course, so I have to sit at the bank and cut these and then run them to him, run back to the bank, cut more, and keep doing it until I've given him 250. But once I've given him all 250, I also need to trade 500 fire runes, 100 cosmic runes, and a dig site pendant, and I'll get this medallion. Then I can go into my house, build a portal nexus room, and then I can mount this on the wall here. Per usual, the bunch of stuff on this account. This is one of the things I should have done when I was like 1500 total level or something. I never really did birdhouse runs, so I never really needed it too much for the most part. My original plan was to build this portal nexus here and start filling it up with teleports. I was looking through the amount of stuff I needed, and I don't have anywhere near the amount of law runes that I need. Even to just fill all the soul runes ones, I need like double the amount of laws I have. I don't want to waste my GP buying these from a shop. I'd rather just wait until I do the Guardians of the Rift log, because I'll be getting a ton of law runes from that, and I'll basically be able to fill the entire thing for free. So I do still have the normal teleports that I need like built over here and stuff, so it's not too big a deal right now, so I'll get to doing that later on. So the next thing I want to do on this account is actually work on the Chompy bird hunting log. I need to get the pet here, and also 9 more hats. So before you can get the pet, you actually need to finish the Western Provinces Elite Diary. Thankfully with this one though, I'm pretty close to finishing it. I only have 5 more things left to do on here. I have to Fletchel Magic Longbow, kill the Smoke Devil boss, use a shortcut, pickpocket an elf, and then the final thing here is to get the 1000 Chompy kills. So I'm going to start working through this right now. Alright, first one, really easy. There's pickpocket an elf completed, and there is Fletch a Magic Longbow done. And also the task to use the shortcut done. Now I just have the Smoke Devil boss kill and the Chompies left. So for the kill here, you can actually do this off task, but it just so happened that I'm on a Smoke Devil task, so it really wouldn't have mattered anyway. As you all know, this boss is really easy. I just went and brought a Dragon Halley with me and an inventory of cheese potatoes. And no pet on the first KC, but with that done, it's time to move on to the Chompies. Before I can even start hunting these Chompies, there's a few things I needed to do. Number one, I had to go make a Black D'hide Buddy and Chaps, because apparently Void doesn't work when hunting Chompies. I actually didn't even know that until looking around in the wikis and stuff, so went and made that. Also had to go and make a Recklam's Bomb, since I need to go and use this on this NPC right here. And what this is going to do is allow me to access their shop. And in the shop here, you can actually buy tree logs, which means that I don't have to go and cut all of these. Since I'll show you guys the process here. I have to cut these into the shafts and then use some feathers on them to make the Flighted Ogre arrows. Once I have enough of these, I have to actually go and kill wolves as well to make the heads for the arrows. So it's going to be a pretty long process to make all of these. The highest Chompy hat in here, this one down here, is actually 4,000 total Chompy kills. I don't know how many arrows it's going to take me to do that many. I'm going to start off by making 1,000. Should be a pretty decent amount to get an idea of how many I'm using per kill. So I'm going to make some shafts, attach them all into the flighted arrows, and I'll see you guys back in a bit. Okay, I got all of the headless arrows made, and now I have to kill wolves to get arrow tips. Each wolf I kill here, when the bones are made into the arrow tips, will give a random amount from 2 to 6, so I guess each kill is like 4 on average. I'll have to kill probably around 250 to complete the arrows. Also, with different tiers of the diary, Rance will give me free daily arrows if I talk to him, so if I really wanted to, I could just completely skip this whole thing and just collect arrows over like a week or something by talking to him every day, but it's like an hour or something to make all these arrows, so it's not really too big of a deal. There's the 1,000 arrow tips, time to make the arrows, and then I'll get myself geared, and I'll see you guys over at the Chompy spot. Okay, first off here, I got 24 Ogre Bellows, and I filled them all in the swamp to their max charge of 3. And next, I'll be using them on the toads roaming around to get some bloated toads. So you can only have 3 of these in your inventory at once. So once I get 3, I'll be dropping them and then repeating the process. And putting the toads on the ground will give a chance at the Chompy bird spawning. So the goal here for me is going to be trying my best to shoot them and also collect and lay more toads at the same time. That way it's a continuous process. I don't have to sit there and wait for them to spawn, since I'll be consistently spawning while I'm placing the toads. Also, you'll see on the screen the plugin overlay showing how many total kills I have. I'm going to be starting off here with 300. And in order to complete the Elite Diary, which is going to be my first goal here, I need to get to 1,000 kills. And once I finish that diary, I'll have a chance at receiving the pet here. So here's a quick update. After an hour of doing this, I am currently managing to get 271 kills per hour, and I'm up to almost 600 total. So it'll be like another hour and a half or so until I reach the 1,000 mark. And there it is, 1,000 total Chompy kills. I also managed to consistently hold the 270 an hour that I was getting earlier. There it is in the chat, the Elite Western Provinces Diary completed, which means I can now get the pet while hunting these. and also 4 more collection log slots from the new hats I was able to obtain. Per usual, even after maxing, I still use literally every single lamp I get on Herblore, so that's another 50,000 XP. Heading back into the Chompy log here, I still have 5 more hats to get, and of course the pet. I'll show you all the rate for the pet really quick on screen. It's a 1 in 500 chance. And in order to complete the log, I need a total of 4,000 kills for the final hat, so I still have a lot of kills left to go. And there it is, pet number 7 on the account, the Chompy Chick, after only 137 kills. So I showed earlier that the pet rate was 1 in 500, but you roll the pet every kill you get, and also every time you pluck one of them afterwards. So I think if you do both, you have a rate of 1 in 250, so I'll be getting a lot more pets than I initially thought. And 375 kills later, on 1,512, there is Chompy pet number 2. There is the halfway marker, 2,000 total Chompies killed, and I only have 84 arrows left now. Which means I'm averaging about 1.85 kills per arrow. So I need to take another break here to go make the remaining amount of arrows that I need. I can also get 150 from talking to Ransford today, so I'll have to make a bit less. Alright, there is 1,200 more Ogre arrows, back to killing Chompies. Wow, finally I got another one on 2,292, which is almost 800 kills since the last one, so I went pretty far over the drop rate, but since I'm doing so many kills, hopefully it'll even out by the time I hit 4,000. Hey, there's Chompy pet number 4, and that's number 5. I am at almost 3,000 total kills now, only have 1,000 left to go, so probably like 5 or so more hours. Well, that's already number 6, only 40 kills later. Okay, now I'm starting to get really lucky. That is number 7, another 40 kills later, so total that's 380 kills now. Okay, well, 20 more kills later, there's another one. You can also see the clan chat getting all of these notifications. You can tell they're loving seeing the Chompy pet. Like every 15 minutes pop up through the chats. So that's 4 pets now in literally like 25 minutes or something like that. And there's Chompy pet number 9, and that's number 10, a little under 500 kills left to go now. Bird number 11, about 100 or more kills later. And that's number 12, I only have 125 kills left to go, so not sure if I'll end up getting another one or not. Well, I had to go and spoon another pet real quick. That's Chompy pet number 13 with only 38 kills left. Hey, I didn't even realize you get a pop-up for this. There it is, the 4,000 total Chompy kills. Also the message to the chat there. So I'm gonna head over to Rants and collect the final hats that I need. Alright, so let me collect all of these hats here. There is a pretty decent amount of them, and I believe there are 5 hats that I don't have, so it'll be 5 more slots added to my collection log. So there they are. There's the pop-up in the chat. 393 total log slots now, and there is also the complete green log with, of course, the 13 Chompy pets that I got, which is pretty crazy. Originally going into this, I was only expecting to get like 6 of them. That's a pretty cool thing to have in my log. Even if I go into like all pets or something, it'll always show the 13 here. Okay, the next log that I want to work towards is going to be the Wintertod log here. Now, it is pretty annoying. As you'll see in here, I have 598 kills. I've actually gotten every item in here except for the pet. I even got the Dragon Axe earlier on in my Ultimate Ironman account, but sadly I did all of this before the collection log came out, so I have to go back and do it all again. I guess I would have had to go for the pet since I didn't get it before anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be going for this whole log here. If I go really dry on the pet, I might take a break and come back. I want to get everything except for the axe out of the way. Another thing that's really annoying is I ended up dropping probably like 15,000 Saradomin brews because I didn't expect myself to do any sort of PVM on this account. So I don't have any Sarah brews to actually use at Wintertod. So what I'm going to attempt to do here is fish some minnows. And at my fishing level, this is like 600 something raw sharks per hour. So I'm going to fish these for an hour, and I'll just see how sharks end up going at Wintertod for me. I have no idea how many of these I'm going to use per kill, but 600 per hour is still a pretty big amount to be able to get. So yeah, I'm just going to do this for an hour. Okay, 24,000 minnows can go here, and I can exchange these for the 600 noted raw sharks. So now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and get myself geared for Wintertod, figure out how I'm going to do my inventory, and I will see you guys up there. Okay, I got myself set up for this the best I could possibly think for. I got my 4 warm items, and this is how my inventory is going to be. I'm going to try to start with 10 sharks per inventory. I don't know if it's going to last me 1 game, 2 games, but I'll see as I go. When I run out of food, I'll just run out of the game, run down here, anote my raw sharks on the bank, and then I can just cook them on the fire here. I should be able to do all that between games, so I shouldn't really miss too much time. Yeah, like I said before, I'm starting out on a completely fresh log here. So hopefully I can just spoon every single item and be done with this. Okay, that's kind of random. I just completed 2 tasks with that, but another thing I forgot to mention is the food I have in my inventory, I'm only going to be using if my HP falls really low, because between games I can just go to my house, use my Pool of Rejuvenation, and then just use my jewelry box to teleport back over here. So I'm really not going to be using too much food. It's more so just going to be safety food in case I get destroyed during games and my hit points drop to like 20 or 30. I want to make sure I keep a decent amount in case I DC and my HP drops to like 20 and 30. So also with these crates, I don't really think there's any need for me to stack these up. I'm just going to be opening them as I go. I won't really be doing any like stack 10 in my inventory, open them. I'm just going to be doing it as I go. So I guess I'll see you guys if I do manage to get a piece of the set. Hey, there's the first item added to the log, some warm gloves. Only 14 total games in so far, so a bit over an hour. All right, I lied. I have 5 crates stacked up here that I'm going to go ahead and open to end the video off. And from the last crate, some burnt pages. Nice, that's the second log slot now after 22 games. So here's what the log is looking like now. I seem to be getting around 12 or so total games completed per hour. Probably do more if I hopped worlds constantly looking for games that are like half done. But for now, I'd rather just, chill out and just do it in a single world. But yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed it. I got a lot done in this video, and the goal for the next one, of course, is going to be to fill this log out. Once again, a huge thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring the video, and you can check them out through the link in the description. Next video will probably be up within like a week or so. Thank you all per usual, and I'll see you in the next one.